This is Main and Center being brought to you this morning as a public service of WBTA for our friends at the Classy Chassy Car Wash and the Crossroads House Charity Car Wash event on this National Teachers Day. I am here to learn a lot about this event from two lovely individuals that are in the studio today. Please welcome Ellen Grutadaria.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
And to Kim Pangrazio.
Good morning.
It's a soft Z, right? It's not Grazio.
Correct.
Kim
Pangrazio.
Pangrazio. Yep. Welcome both of you to the studio. Your first time's in with me, and I will be kind.
Wonderful.
Ellen, first with you. Where are you from originally?
So born and raised Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo,
New York. Williamsville North graduate. And went on to college in Boston.
Boston, awesome.
Northeastern.
All right, very good. What brought you back to Western New York? Home?
Absolutely family. I was gone for many years, and, we kind of moved around a lot, myself and my ex-husband. And, I think at the end of the day, it was right to raise the kids, with, having family, in their life. And that was really what brought us back here.
That's a very good reason.
Yeah.
And how did you get involved with Classy Chassy?
So, I met with the owner. His name is Dave Clements. He lives out of Clifton Springs. And, they really needed some help with their marketing initiatives, in their 32 locations. And, one of the things, just really creating brand awareness and working on growing his business and creating awareness of, what brings Classy Chassy to upstate New York and why visit their car wash versus one of their competitors. And, he and I, went through that and kind of delved deep into. And, I was really educated, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. And wait a minute, how am I washing my car? And it was definitely, very informative. And then I took my car through a spin at their location on Main and Young's, and I noticed immediately, the difference between where I was washing and now where I am washing.
There you go.
So
Clifton Springs is a wonderful area.
Beautiful town.
I take a little day trip down there once in a while because
Yeah.
I'm out in western Rochester area, so
Yep.
I love heading on out that way.
Sure.
Very good. Big event coming up that you want to let people know about. It's next Tuesday.
So Tuesday, May 11th, all day long, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we are going to be offering our best wash for $5.
Wow.
I know. So
anywhere I've gone.
So it's just our location in Batavia, which is located at 4120 Veterans Memorial Drive. And we are going to be doing a fundraiser for Crossroads House.
So I get the
Which is near and dear to my heart because it's near and dear to my friend Kim's heart. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But, they're a wonderful foundation. So all day long at 4120 Veterans Memorial Drive, in Batavia, Classy Chassy is going to be offering our best wash for $5.
That's awesome.
So not only are we going to be offering it for $5, Classy Chassy is going to match that $5.
Whoa.
So $10 will be donated for every car that drives through our tunnel next Tuesday. And, our goal is to wash 500 cars. So
500.
That's my goal. So I empower all of you folks out there who can hear me to please come on through next Tuesday. Dan is our car wash manager, Dan Cosentino. He's originally from Batavia, and he would love to meet you, love to say hello, and I will be there on site as well. Wow. And for those of you who've never come through our car wash, my strong suggestion is turn up those vents. So when you first come through, you will smell a little bit of bubble gum.
Okay.
Then give it a minute. There's a little bit of cherry. Then give it another second. And just before you depart, tropical punch. The one thing that we also offer with our car washes is a touch-free dry. And so the drying system obviously doesn't touch your car. Your car you'll leave spotless dry. And we offer a variety of things, basically on premise as well.
Okay.
Our first thing is we have a full-service vacuum center, okay, that is stocked with Windex and interior cleaner, and we have two different kinds of vacuums. This is really unique. So I had twins. My kids are now 17. So they're not putting Goldfish or Cheerios in the back of my car. My son used to crinkle them in his hand and just throw them.
Oh.
So all you moms out there, I know, I felt your pain. We have two different kinds of vacuums. One is so skinny and narrow, it will get between your seats to suck up all those crackers, Cheerios, or anything those little toddlers can do.
Yep.
So, and then we've got a thicker one for, your car mats, your trunk. We know how it goes. Kids in sports, I love them, but they, I was one of those minivan drivers.
Yep.
So
I can feel your pain. That is great because I've got twins on the way.
Oh my God, good for you.
Wow,
Oh, I'll give you tips on how to raise those.
Twin girls are on the way.
Okay, yeah, I've got one of each. Barrel of fun, I have to tell you.
Thank you. It's going to be very interesting. But $5, you're going to match that $5, and the proceeds are going to the Crossroads House.
Yep.
And we'll transition back to you in just a little bit.
Sure.
We're going to talk to Kim Pangrazio. Kim Pangrazio is here, and she's here more on the Crossroads House side because she has experience with your mom going there. And ironically enough, you ran into several people that you knew there. One is the director, the marketing director over there, Diane Saya, and I brought her up, and you're like, I was a childhood friend of her daughter's. And where are you from originally, Kim?
So I'm originally from Leroy, which is obviously only a few towns over.
Right.
Born and raised there, graduated from Leroy High School. I then went to Genesee Community College, got my associate's degree, and then proceeded on to the University at Buffalo to get my bachelor's degree. And I stayed in Buffalo because I liked it so much. So
Sure.
I've lived in Buffalo for, I don't know, maybe almost 15 years. But obviously kept close ties to the Leroy Batavia area as it being my hometown. And yes,
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
yeah,
over there.
exactly. Got to come home and see my parents every now and then, you know?
Yep. And on one of those visits, you found out Mom was ill.
Yeah, so the quick version of that is my mom initially started with breast cancer, and, you know, got treatment for that. And in February of 2018, she was deemed a breast cancer survivor.
Right.
Then come May, roughly, of that year, she found out that she had a tumor in her brain.
Oh, boy.
And, yeah, from there it just went downhill very quickly, unfortunately. And she passed away on September 11th of 2018.
The unique thing was, though, Kim, you told me, and I want you to tell the listeners, you had not experienced or been involved with the Crossroads House at all. You had known Diane Saya because you were friends with her daughter.
Correct, yeah. Her daughter Valerie and I had been childhood friends since, oh geez, I would say a very young age, like maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. So I've known that family for a very long time.
And then your mom had been a volunteer and knew about the Crossroads House for many years.
Yeah, she was a generous donor for a while. You know, my mom loved to give to charitable organizations, and Crossroads was definitely one of them. And I did not know about Crossroads House, you know, at the time. But my mom, when it was determined she was, you know, going to pass, and we needed to find care for her, she wanted to go to Crossroads House. And
Naturally, sure.
yeah, and it was definitely by far the best decision ever.
Why? Tell me your experience. dealing
So
with
Crossroads House, for people who don't know, is the most amazing house in the world. It is a completely private organization. They only take in what they call 2 residents per time. And those residents are cared for by volunteers and a handful of paid people.
Staff,
There's staff, yes, correct. There is, you know, a few nurses, but most of them are volunteers, and the volunteers are amazing. They take care of their, they take training to take care of the residents, and the care they provide is outstanding, not only for the resident, but the family. And the minute we got to Crossroads, we were told to treat the house like it's our own. So it's this big, huge, beautiful, old, like Victorian-style home. The first level is where everything happens, and then upstairs are the offices. But there's a kitchen fully stocked with all the groceries you could ever need. And side note, if you ever have extra groceries and want to donate them to Crossroads, they would gladly accept them. There's actually a donation request list on their website for paper towels, toiletries, groceries, you name it. If you can't financially donate to Crossroads, you can always drop off donations of goods and food. But anyways, back to the story. So the house has a dining room, a living room, and then the 2 residents' bedrooms. And my mom was in the beautiful front room. It had a fireplace, beautiful windows, and she was in there for approximately 3.5 weeks before she passed. And
She knew somebody there.
Yeah. So, ironically, my brother, his wife, her aunt Beverly was the intake nurse to determine if my mom was qualified to come to Crossroads. And then ironically enough, Beverly was also the nurse on call that day when my mom passed. So the personal touches that we received at Crossroads were second to none. Would have never received that in other type care facilities. And I am forever indebted to Crossroads. The volunteers there treated my mom with love and compassion, treated my family with love and compassion. They would cater to our needs. Whatever we wanted, they would do their best to provide. Several of the volunteers would cook for us.
That's always nice
Yeah.
when you don't have to cook, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And, you know, I would ask the volunteers, like, what do you do on your normal day? Some of them had full-time jobs. Some of them worked, like, I remember this one gentleman, he's like, I work like 80 hours a week. I'm only able to volunteer times a month, but it's the best 2 times I'm able to give. I asked him why he did it, and he just said, you just can't get that kind of, like, gratitude. You can't, like, the feeling of donating your time and helping people, you just can't get by doing any other thing, but the generosity that you get from, you know, doing that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
And I mean, every volunteer that I encountered was extremely nice, and just, I can't say enough about them. And I'm actually still friends with several of them. We keep in touch via Facebook, check in with each other, and I really appreciate the friendships I made at Crossroads that have been, like, I would say are going to be lifelong friendships.
We're talking to Kim Pangrazio, and she's discussing her experience with the Crossroads House and why she's involved in this charity car wash event. Back to Ellen Grutadaria. Ellen, you have got a whole host. This is a big thing, and I can understand why the owner wants to get behind this, too, for everything that Kim described. The Crossroads House is a wonderful organization, and you're going to match a $5 car wash.
Correct.
You get the best car wash available, and you're going to match it.
We are. We're going to match it on May 11th. Tuesday, May 11th. Come out all day long, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Classy Chassy Car Wash, 4120 Veterans Memorial Drive. You know, if you haven't experienced a car wash at Classy Chassy yet, I empower you to come on out. And if you want to try it, the best day to try it is on Tuesday, May 11th. Again, you'll get our best wash for $5.
That's a deal. Anywhere else I've ever gone, and we know all the other places around between Rochester and Buffalo, you're not spending less than $10. You've got to spend at least $10, and sometimes that's just for a basic wash.
Listen, we also have a monthly unlimited wash plan.
Tell me about it.
It's $15 monthly unlimited. You can wash your car. You know, and as I mentioned, you know, our entire premise for Classy Chassy is it's a no congestion wash. Honestly, it's a smile and a wave. We try to make this as simple and as easy for all of our customers. And as I mentioned, you know, we've got the Windex and interior wash cleaner and a vacuum center for, you know, all of our patrons to experience. And as I said, if you come through, make sure you turn up those vents so you can experience bubblegum, cherry, and a little tropical punch.
That's nice.
As you're driving through.
Touchless drying when you get out of there, too, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone through a place and you see some anal retentive person get out of their car and they've got like a magnifying glass on their paint job. It's like, give me a break. It just needs to get you back from A to B.
I know. Listen, our wash is also eco-friendly.
Okay.
So all of our soaps are organic. Our water is recycled. It's a wash like no other. Okay. You know?
Excellent. Classy Chassy Car Wash is coming up with this big event a week from today. Next week.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
And it's just at the Batavia location. And if you need more details, you can go, you have information available. They can call a number or hop online.
Absolutely. You can call our location. Like I said, 4120 Veterans Memorial Drive. If you have any questions, ask for Dan Cosentino. He is our car wash manager. Excellent.
We've been talking with Ellen Grutadaria. Anything else you want to let people know about? I mean, you got a lot of stuff over there. Did you cover it all? We get it all?
Yeah, you know, the only thing I'd like to mention is Crossroads House for Mother's Day does have a promotion going on. Connie Ficarella, they own a pizza place here in Batavia. They actually are selling for $14 a cookbook that has over 200 recipes. And I hear from Diana and Good that apparently she made this plum pudding that was like no other. And apparently the recipe is in there. So for those of you looking for a last-minute gift or, you know, need a little cooking assistant, I heard you can stop by Ficarella Pizza and pick up a cookbook.
Wonderful. Very good, Ellen. Kim, anything else that you want to add to the event? It's coming up next Tuesday. Classy Chassy Car Wash, Crossroads House, teaming up together.
I just want to remind everybody that Crossroads is generously ran on donations and fundraisers only. They accept no government funding. So all the donations that will be received on Tuesday, along with the cookbook donations, and donations throughout Crossroads fundraising efforts, goes to a wonderful cause to support people that are, residents of the Crossroads facility and the families involved. I appreciate the efforts Classy Chassy's Car Wash is putting in, and thank you for letting us be here to talk about this wonderful organization and fundraiser.
You are most welcome. Thank you both for coming in. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You both did a great job. This segment of Main and Center has been brought to you in part as a public service WBTA by Classy Chassy Car Wash in the Crossroads House.